Now my button's not working. How many people have been to the Chamber Golf League this year? Besides Chris. Chris and I golf every week. Mike? You know, we do a multi-chamber golf league, although we haven't had too much participation from other chambers. But every Tuesday we go out and we have a networking golf league. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to be a good golfer. Trust me, Chris plays. So we really have a good time out there. You know, we get to know new people every week. We have different people show up every week, and we really like to see more people out there. We do it every Tuesday at 5 o'clock at McCormick Woods. The West Sound Business Expo, it's a 7-chamber event. You know, when you set up a table, if you go to any expo or the fair or anywhere you set up a booth, you know, I did a lot of this when I was marketing for Costco, and it's really important that you have a nice looking booth. You know, if you just got a brown table there with some information on it and you're sitting behind it, nobody's going to come talk to you. You need to stand out in front of your booth. You need to have a really nice display. I mean, look at the credit union display. They obviously spend a little bit more money on this, but you know, do something unique. You know, have some swag. Talk to one of our people that does promotional items and get some stuff with your name and number on it. Give away stuff. You know, and get out in front of your booth. Go see Ron. He'll get some hats embroidered for you. You know, you know, get out in front of that booth and engage those people. Don't wait for them to come to you. The Business Expo is a great opportunity. We've got Military Appreciation Day coming up right around the same time. You know, I talked a little bit about the pre and post legislative receptions and eggs and issues. You know, we are out there providing opportunities for you guys, so take advantage of them. This is something, it's not really a chamber thing, but it kind of relates to chamber. Has anybody heard about the 350 project? It's kind of a viral internet thing that's going on right now. But basically, it's an opportunity to shop local and make an impact locally in your community. There's some kind of interesting stats that I found on the internet. They may be a little bit skewed, but for every $100 spent in locally owned independent businesses, $68 returns to the community through taxes, payroll, and local expenditures. There's $43 if you spend it in a national chain. And they say spend it online and nothing comes home, but you know, Washington State kind of changed the tax laws recently, so some of the tax dollars do come back. But it's really important to shop local. You know, shop with a chamber member first, shop in the city first, shop in the county next, shop in the state. You know, keep those tax dollars local. You know, everybody talks about, you know, it's election season. All the legislators are getting hammered on you know, at Eggs and Issues about how they're going to cut this and how they're going to cut that. If you can make an impact yourself simply by shopping local, so by getting those tax dollars in there, we can keep those services that everybody needs. So it's really important that you shop local. And basically, with the 350 program, they're saying, pick 3 businesses that you don't want to see disappear, and please make it chamber members first. Pledge to spend $50 a month there. It's not hard to do if it's a grocery store or something you use a lot. And then the 68 was the $68 back to the community. And all it takes is one person to start the trend. Shop local. It's very, very important. In front of you, you've got, I talked about this a little bit already, your directory and your VIP book. Please, once again, use that directory. We're getting ready to start doing ad sales for the directory for next year. It's a good time to get new people to join and to make sure that you know, we've got all your information correct. We're going to start calling you for ad sales on the directory pretty soon. You'll probably be hearing from me about that. The directory, we print 10,000 of them every year. They go out in every visitor's packet. They go to all your businesses. You know, you guys should all have those things sitting on your countertop in the front of your business so people can grab them while they're in there and use it. You know, if you need a service, look in your chamber directory first. You know, if somebody's not in there, go on our website and look on there, because this gets printed once a year, and our website, you know, is updated every time we add somebody new. So shop with chamber members first. With that VIP program book there, everybody gets cards depending on the level of service that they're at or level of membership they've got. We've got the VIP program where, you know, if you go out to lunch, you might get something, you know, you might get your lunch 10% off because you're a chamber member. You may get, you know, buy one, get one free. It's all listed in there. And that's a great way to show some of our members that their membership is taking advantage of them, especially with the restaurants, because those guys really can't get out to the luncheons very often, and we want to show them the value of their membership. So keep that thing in your wallet. Carry, take your Safeway card out, put your VIP card in, because you just need a phone number for those guys. But it's really important that we're showing our members that can't make it to the networking things and can't make it to the luncheons that they're seeing some value out of their membership, that you're shopping with them because you're a chamber member. Military Support and Appreciation Day. We are very, very active. Thank you to Chris for everything he does with the military. I chaired Military Appreciation Day for the Silverdale Chamber for the last couple of years, and they asked me to help them out again this year. So we're partnering for Military Appreciation Day. It's right just past the expo, so I know it's going to be kind of tough for some businesses to do 2 booths in the same month. But it's a completely different opportunity to network. Expo sells out every year, and we've been doing a great job with that. What I'd really like to see is multiple chambers getting involved with Appreciation Day this year. We see I think we saw 1,200 military families last year. It's a great opportunity, and they bumped it up to February instead of April this year because the Nimitz is coming in, and they wanted to get it closer to when the Nimitz is here. So it's going to be a welcome aboard KidSat for the Nimitz and an Appreciation Day for all of the services. It is a fantastic opportunity to market your business directly to those people who are coming into our community. They don't know where to go. So the chambers give you that link, and Appreciation Day is a great opportunity to do that. Armed Forces Festival, this has grown from just a parade to a week-long event. We've got stuff going on the week before, the week after. It actually goes for 2 or 3 weeks now. It's kicking off with the ambassadors program and ending up with the talent show at the hospital. It's a great thing. It's a great opportunity. We've got 10,000 plus people coming to downtown Bremerton. And one of the funniest things that I see is downtown businesses closing their doors when we've got 10,000 people down there because they don't want them using their bathroom, or they don't, they think it's too much of a hassle. That day you may not get a lot of sales. If you're in downtown and people are in and out of your office all day wanting to use your bathroom, you might not get a lot of sales that day because they're really interested in the parade or watching their kid in the parade. That may not be your big day for sales, but you letting them in, walking through your store to use your restroom is a great opportunity to let them see what your shop's all about. So we're really working with the businesses to stay open during the event. If we're bringing 10,000 people down there, you're at least going to get 1 or 2 customers. So it's a... You got to quit moving around. That's why you taped it down, I think. So how can you help yourself? Network. Show up early and leave late. Once again, sell yourself. Know your product. You'd be surprised how many people don't know their product. I was at Seafair a couple weeks ago, and there was a Verizon booth there, and I'm an electronics guy. I know a lot about electronics, so I kind of hammered this cell phone rep down there. He had the marquee phone they've got. They got this brand new phone, this Google phone that's like the best phone that they carried. And I asked him what the processor was in it. He had no idea. And I know the guy was probably somebody they just brought in for a Seafair, but you know your product. If you can answer as many questions as possible about your product, then those people are gonna shop with you. So like I said, listen to your customers, listen to their questions and fit their needs. Refer as much as possible. If you know of a number, if you've got a friend that's looking for a service, refer them to a member. Volunteer, join a committee. Once again, shop local and offer member discounts.